Miss Sherry, if you could grab me a few whole cloves from the kitchen.
Like 2? 4?
4. Alright. I'm going to say this now. I'm not a professional. The chefs who actually work here can do this far better than I can, but I'm going to do my best. Alright, I'm going to show you how to do a simple one first, which uses only 1 apple. So, first thing you do is you take your apple, and you're going to look for a good point to start with. So, I think that a good point would be probably about here. You want to look for a good area where you can get lots of room and lots of area to create your wings and feathers. So I'm going to take this and take off the bottom. And I'm going to flip the part I sliced off. Can any of our campers tell me why I put the top down like this?
So it won't turn brown. Yeah.
Right, the oxidation. Because you're going to want to save this bottom part for in a little bit. So the main thing you want to remember when making these is that you don't want your knife to go straight in. You want to have it on an angle so that you can get a good wing. Sorry, I don't talk too much while I'm cutting. Anyone with half a brain can tell you it's a bad idea to get distracted while using a knife. You need to remember the main thing is that curves slice, but the slicing down does not. If you curve, you'll be able to get the wing out, which you need it to. You need to be able to slide it. So there's the beginning of the tail. So now I'm going to take that and do another one inside it. Alright, and then from that one, I'm going to do one more. Thank you. Another thing I need is toothpicks.
How many?
Just bring like a bunch. Alright, and so that will become your tail. And now, of course, our bird, you need wings. So you take it, put it on its side, being careful this time around because you need to hold it. Slicing inward on an angle. And there's one of your wings. And you're going to do the same thing that you did with the tail. You're going to do smaller ones on the inside of it. And that's one of your wings. There's that.
Wow.
So then, of course, you do the opposite side. The main reason I picked this part of the apple is because it has those 3 little bumps on it, which make it perfect to shape out the wings. That's something you want to look for when you pick your apple. Of course, you can do it with any good-sized apple, but when you want to make it nice and presentable, you want to make sure that you have a good apple to work with. There's the body of your bird. Now, of course, the wings could stay in. This is why I don't do public speaking too much.
You're doing a great job, Garret. Commanding more attention than I got this week.
So there's that.
You just slide the parts of the apple out.
Yep. If you did well, you should be able to do just that. Now, of course, something's missing here, the head. So that's what this is going to become. Just slide this out of the way. So you take the bottom half of the apple that you sliced off, and first you're going to want to look for where you want the head and where you want the neck. So I'm thinking I'll probably work with this area here. So first thing I'm going to do is smoothen out the top of it. Then go in here. And you're going to want a sort of arch like this. See? So then you're going to want to smooth it out as best you can. Because we all know what swans look like. They're not all jagged and rigid. Exactly. Then you take a toothpick. Insert it. Then you would stick that on, and that would be the head. And for the eyes, you can take cloves and put it like that. And there we go. Now, if you had a bigger slice of apple on the bottom, you could take that and do a two-dimensional version of what I did with the wing. You can take it and do the feathers on top and give it a nice, better look. Now, this is fine, but I personally like a three-dimensional head, like this. So that's what I'm going to show you next. For that, you'll need 2 apples. I'm going to close this up.
Garret, what's your category of apples? All those red delicious?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Clear out the trash. Alright, so I have 2 apples, and I'm thinking I'll probably want to work with the more rounded one, because I can get better wings on this one. So this will become the base. But first, I need to get the head. So you're going to want to look at it, see where the stem is, and try to figure out where you would want to make the neck. So I'm thinking right about here. You're going to take that all the way down the length of the apple. And you're going to want to be careful to go around the stem, because that's going to be this little garnish on top. Of course, you don't need the stem if you don't want it there, but I think it makes it look nicer. Sort of like a quail. And there's that. So then this will become your base. You'll slice off the end and slice off the top and have a nice little platform. So then you'll do the same thing as you did with this one. You'll slice off an area that you'll call the bottom. And then go ahead and make your wings. I'm going to apologize for the long silence here. I'm just trying to get this done quick. I was kind of hoping I don't break my finger. Yeah.
You want some lunch?
Alright, just about done here.